Stampers, and happy Make It Monday. Welcome to another episode with me, your host, Laura Buechler of Inkyfingers Papercrafting. I'm here to get creative with you today. Wish I could do it every day, but let's take it one day at a time. Here we are on Make It Monday. We're going to get creative. Why? Because creativity is fun. Creativity is good for us. And creativity is for everyone. So thank you so much for joining me, whether you're here live or on the replay. I'm happy that you're here, and we are going to make a really cool card today. I said in the little preview invitation that it is from a card sketch from the annual catalog, and that's true. Before we get into that, I'm going to remind you to keep watching until the end of the video, because we are going to give away this beautiful ornament that we made last time on Make It Monday. That is from the Christmas Ornaments Kit, and my wonderful assistant Stevie is going to come back at the end of the video and tell us who is the winner. Thank you so much, Stevie. And if you'd like a chance to win this lovely card, all you need to do is share the video, leave a comment below that you've shared, and maybe you'll be the winner for next week. Okay, so I want to show you one of the pages from our amazing annual catalog. Right here on page 22, we have these little tiny pictures. And if you didn't know what they were, or even if you did, you might have skipped right by them. What these are is card sketches. So you can find these little designs, as I said, on page 22 of the catalog, but you'll also find them in amongst all of the beautiful samples and products. Let me see here. Okay, here's a good example. On page 63, we have the beautiful Round We Go bundle. And what's up in the corner here but one of those little designs? Okay, so these designs, as I said, are called sketches. I don't know why they're called that, but they are. And what they are is inspiration for a card layout. So each of those rectangles there that you see is a card layout. So if we look back at page 63 here, it's showing us that little tiny card layout. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. They have used that as inspiration for this card. See the 4 circles? And see the 2 horizontal stripes on either side of the card? I said the wrong word. I meant vertical stripes, friends. See that on the little design, the vertical stripes? So those sketches are great inspiration for you when you're sitting down at your crafting space and you go, okay, I've got this beautiful new bundle. I've got this lovely new stamp set. I've got this awesome new paper. What am I going to do with it? Here's where you can start. And this is where I started too. This teeny tiny little sketch. Don't worry, I'm going to show you the blow up soon. This little sketch right here is the one I used as inspiration for today's card. So I blew this up. That's what it looks like when you don't have to squint, when it's quite a lot bigger. And there are the measurements for you. This is the measurements, kind of estimated, from the sketch that they provided in the catalog. So how did I interpret that? I'll show you. First, I'll show you the finished card. So we've got the 2 circles. We've got this layer that goes around behind the 2 circles. And then we've got a little sentiment. It looks just like the sketch, right? We've even got like this swooshy little twine. I've got some swooshy little twine. Yeah, so let me show you bit by bit how I put this together. And remember, you've got the measurements now. You could do it yourself with any paper, colors, cardstock, embellishment, bundle, sentiment, etc., 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 etc. that you choose. And then once you've done that, I mean, first of all, please come and share a photo of it on my Facebook page, because I want to see what you create. And then secondly, you'll be unstoppable. You can look at those sketches in the annual catalog anytime you want and use them as a jumping off point for what you want to create. This leads me into my next little segue, or just a sneaky little comment that I wanted to make, because yes, I get on here every Monday, except when it's a holiday. Here we go. I've got my embossing machine. Here's what I'm doing. I get on here every Monday and chat with you about creativity, and I show you how to make a card, and we have lots of fun. I always love to read your comments before or after the live stream. But sneakily, I have a secret agenda, which is to help you be more confident with being creative. That's my secret agenda. It's not really so secret. I want you to take time to be creative, not just to watch me be creative. And guess why? Because it's fun and it's good for you and it's for everyone. And I want you to have the confidence to do it. And card sketches are just one of those little steps that just might make it easier for you to do that. All right, so I have used the Birch 3D embossing folder on my gray granite layer. I love how both the debossed and the embossed side both look fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and attach that to my garden green layer and put that onto my card base. Ooh, my adhesive did not want to wake up this Monday. I can relate to that. What did everyone get up to over the weekend, by the way? I was at a craft fair in Coombs, Center Island, and it was a fun weekend. Spent that with my crafty partner, Diana, and we had quite a good time together. Okay, so we're going to pop that onto the card base, which in this case is thick basic white. And then I'll show you. We'll check in with the sketch again and see how we're doing. Oh, there we go. Forgot to do my little flick. Really makes a difference if I don't do my little flick. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at the sketch. There's our sketch, and there's what I've created so far. So we've got the outline of the card. So far, so good. Then we've got this little matte layer, which is the gray granite. I decided to add a layer behind the gray granite. I just made it 3/16 of an inch bigger. You could make it 1/4 of an inch. You could make it 1/8 of an inch. You could make it whatever size you wanted, whatever makes you happy. I just wanted another layer behind that. Easy peasy, right? All right, what do we need next? We need our 2 circles. So for my 2 circles, I have got one of the dies from Spotlight in Nature. There's the stamp site, Spotlight in Nature, and there are the dies. So many fantastic circle dies with these fun patterns. That's a fantastic versatile bundle. And what I'm going to use with this circle is the beautiful Nests of Winter Designer Series paper. So I'm going to cut 2 circles out of 2 different designs of this paper. Clear some space for my Susie. And we're going to need these other platforms back. Okay, move the camera so we can see a little bit more of the action. So I'm going to start with this lovely pinky, coppery. It kind of looks to me like pussy willows. But anyway, it's very pretty. So one of them is going to be that color. There we are. Look at that lovely little radiating stitches pattern it puts in there. Very cool. Okay, now I've got this gorgeous paper. I love how colorful these birds are. And I want to cut out one of these birds with my circle. So I'm going to, I kind of like that one, but I kind of also like that one. I'm going to do this one. Little chickadee. And then I'm just going to put my die on there and push it through the machine. Oh, so cute. Look at that. Okay. So I've got my 2 little circles. I believe I'm done with the machine now. Thank you, Susie. And what I want to do now is get my card, and I'm going to put my circles on according to the sketch, but also according to what looks good to me. So there's the sketch. My friend Diana has a great phrase for this. What does she call it? Oh, in a manner that is pleasing to you. She would say, arrange your 2 circles in a manner that is pleasing to you. You may want this one on top and that one on the bottom. You might want to turn it around and put it this way, right? You might want them like that. You're the boss of your card, friend. You get to decide. So in the sketch, in the inspiration, this is kind of your jumping off point. It's more of a guideline, as Captain Barbosa would say. But you get to choose where you're going to go with it. It just so happens that the manner that is pleasing to me is pretty close to what the sketch says. So I'm going to go ahead and get my adhesive and attach both of these circles to my card. One of the things I'm going to make sure of when I do this is that I want my circles to kind of overlap the green rectangle frame piece. I want them to overlap onto the white card base piece. And I'm not pressing them down at this point because I want to still be able to pick up and move them until I'm really happy with where they are. And I think that's it. I think that's the winner. And then I give them a good press down. Okay, amazing, amazing. Look at that. Sketch, card, card, sketch. Da, 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 da. We are winning at card design. Now, we need to stamp a sentiment. I have got some copper clay ink, and I've got a stamp from the Winterly Treetops stamp set, and it says, thinking of you always. Here it is. It is a red rubber stamp, so I don't need to use my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. I can just tap, tap, tap to ink that up. And I'm going to put it right in the center, thereabouts, of my little petal pink piece. Oh, I did not do a good job of stamping that straight. I'm going to try again. This might be a time when you think to yourself, some practicing might be helpful. So I'm going to practice on my grid paper. Until I have a reasonable confidence that I'm going to stamp it straight. So I'm using the lines on my grid paper and trying to stamp straight. Now, I'll tell you, there is a fancy official way to do this. And I rarely do it because I'm just too impatient. So what I usually do, my fast, half-assed way of doing it, is to look at the stamp, just kind of stamp it naturally, look at it and go, oh, the U, you can't even see it, there's so much mess on here. The U is going up. So therefore, I want to correct a little bit by turning the U down. That's my half-assed way of doing it. My friends, you can have that tip for free. Probably most of you are going to listen to it and go, oh my gosh, I need to be way more official and fancy than that. And I don't blame you. But that's the impatient stamper's way to do it. Okay, so then what I'm doing is just putting some adhesive on the back. Remember that's the sentiment that was a little too crooked, even for me. And I'm going to create my swooshy with the Natural Tones linen thread. This is all part of the same suite, by the way, the Nests of Winter suite. It includes the beautiful designer series paper. Let's have a look at another sheet of that designer series paper. Isn't that pretty? Woohoo! And one more. That's all I'm going to show you. Why? Because those are all the patterns I have left. I have used up the whole pack just about. Oops. There's the back side of one of them. Isn't that cool? There's something about birch trees. Okay, so as I was saying, the paper is part of the suite. The thread, 3 different colors of thread, is part of the suite. The embellishments we're going to use in a few minutes are part of the suite. The bundle, of course, is part of the suite. And the birch 3D embossing folder, which is right here. I love this folder. Not a week has gone by that I haven't used that folder since I received it. I really like it. So I'm cutting myself a great big length of twine, and I'm going to make a swooshy. Now, when I say swooshy, I don't know what it's officially called. That's just what I call it. And what I'm going to do is leave a great big long tail on one end, stick it down to the adhesive that I put all over the back, and then create a loop. How big is that loop going to be? In a manner that is pleasing to you. That's how big it's going to be. I'm going to loop back, stick to the adhesive again, and then I'm going to create a loop on the same side as that original tail. It's kind of like a figure 8. If you want to think of it as like a figure 8, that might make more sense too. Okay. And then I'm going to cut it off. So we have got a tail, a figure 8, and another tail. Okay. That's what I call a swooshy. When you turn it over, it looks like this. It just kind of looks cool without looking too planned or precise. And I'm into that, frankly. So then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. I'm going to take the backings off with my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to pop it onto my card. Look at that. Thinking of you always. Hey, Carol. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I'm going to clean up my twine and put that away, and then we're going to add some embellishments. Whew, what a cool card. Okay, let's have a look at our little sketch, by the way. There's the sketch. There's the card. What do you think? What do you see? Tell me your observations. Carol says it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Carol. I've been telling everybody how you can find sketches for inspiration for card creation on the pages of the annual catalog, page 22 of the annual catalog. In fact, let me go one step further. Ooh, hope I can find it here. Yes, here it is. In your mini catalog, there's another set of sketches. Where are they? I didn't check them out before I started, but I'm pretty sure they're somewhere near the beginning. There they are, page 16. A whole collection of sketches. And what's cool about these ones too, not only do we have cards, we've got gift tags. And look how they have circled the gift tags that they've used for inspiration on this page. Cool, right? Yes, so cool, so inspiring, so educational. Like I said, I'm sneaking in here, making cards with you every week, not only because it's fun, but because I'm sneakily trying to educate you. Okay, so what I want now is the other side of the Take Your Pick tool. I usually use putty for putting on my embellishments, but I'm out of putty. I have some on order. So right now I'm using the spatula, which is another good way to do it. By the way, speaking of inspiration and card sketches and so on, I have recently seen the new upcoming spring mini catalog and the Celebration brochure. These things will be live to all of you, all of the public, in January, and you'll be able to order from them. I have seen them already. Get excited, friends. There's so much good stuff in there. And guess what is in there? Guess, guess, guess. Did you guess card sketches? Because you're correct. Card sketches in the new upcoming catalog. If you would like to see the catalog soon, just like me and all the other demonstrators in the Stampin' Up! Global community, that can be arranged. All you need to do is join my team. Join Stampin' Up! For the low, low price of $135. You will get to choose $165 in product of your choice. And then you will get early access to the beautiful new spring catalog. You'll be able to order from it before the public, and you'll be able to get free Celebration products before the public too, as well as many, many, many awesome benefits of being a demonstrator. That wasn't what I planned to talk about today. That was just off the cuff. Hey, early access to catalogs is always awesome, right? Okay, so here is our finished card. Our finished card based on a sketch from the annual catalog. I'd love to see what you create with this sketch. Share it on Share It Saturday. And I'd love to see what paper you use, what sentiments you use, what theme you make it into, and so on. Or if you use a different sketch to create with. I'd love to see it. Please, please, please come and share it with me. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. It is time for Stevie to come back over here and tell us who won the beautiful Christmas ornament that we made last time on Make It Monday. Oh, I would love to say that Stevie just dropped it in an awkward place, but it was me. It was me, and I dropped it in an awkward place. Stevie would never. Stevie's got their act together, let me tell you. All right, Stevie, who won the beautiful ornament? Regina! Yay! Congratulations, Regina. This ornament isn't even finished because I haven't added the pine cones yet. I'm not sure how I'm going to mail it to you, not only because you live in Germany, but also because there's a Canada Post strike right now. Power to the people. But I will message you and we will figure it out. I have some other goodies that I could mail to you as well. This card is up for grabs, so don't forget to share the video. Leave a comment to let me know that you've shared, and maybe you'll be the winner of this card next week. And we'll figure it out with Canada Post strike. It's all good. Power to the people. No complaints about union rights on this page, my friends. So thank you so much for joining me and learning about sketches and learning about how you can use them in your own card making inspiration. I hope that you had a good time and learned something along the way. And don't forget that you can find all the products that I used today and on every Make It Monday at inkyfingers.ca, where you'll also find more project tutorials, all the current catalogs, my events calendar, all the good things. Oh, the sign up for my email newsletter, where I'm sharing a Christmas project tutorial every week in my newsletter. That's it for today. I will be back next week with another awesome project to inspire you all, and I hope you'll join me then. Have a great week, everybody. Happy stampin'. Bye-bye.